All right, let's take you to this now. DIRCO Deputy Minister Alvin Botes is speaking at the Foreign Policy Symposium in Johannesburg. Let's listen in.
Which approach is in contrast to our philosophy of Ubuntu, diplomacy and human solidarity with the poor and the vulnerable. In the context of the technological advent, ladies and gentlemen, it presents an opportunity for rapid advancements that can grow the South African economy. It presents the capacity to boost our own productivity rates and create new job opportunities. On the other hand, the stark digital divide, particularly in the rural areas, which lacks high-speed internet and essential digital skills, pose a considerable threat to equitable progress. Moreover, ladies and gentlemen, the impact of technological growth on the labor market cannot be overlooked. Automation and artificial intelligence threatens to displace traditional jobs, especially in vital sectors like mining and agriculture, which are the cornerstones of South Africa's economy. To mitigate these challenges requires government and non-state actors to work in cohesion, to invest in education and to undertake elaborate reskilling and training programs. International relations, ladies and gentlemen, has always focused on equity. And one of the key considerations of South Africa's triple challenges speaks about the need to reduce inequality. When we speak about security and the nexus with development, ladies and gentlemen, we look at peace and development in the African continent. And peace and development we regard as intertwined. And that's why we refer to it as a nexus, the nexus of development and peace. We have seen the conflicts in the Sahel, Libya, Sudan, in the DRC. And these, ladies and gentlemen, underscore the interconnectedness of security and governance against the backdrop of political economy. The principle that there are no military solutions to complex political and economic difficulties resonates throughout the African continent. It is therefore our submission as South Africa that the original mechanism, including the AU's flagship program on silencing of the guns, becomes the key interlocutor and mechanism, ladies and gentlemen, to ensure that we attain the AU Agenda 2063, which speaks about inclusive Africa. We have seen, ladies and gentlemen, that a difficulty on self-determination in Western Sahara continues to be unresolved. It is our submission that effective mediation, coupled with adequate funding and robust coordination within your regional economic communities, your RECs, are essential for the resolution of the self-determination struggles of the people of Western Sahara. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a mirror image of our understanding of what needs to be done to ensure that peace diplomacy becomes a permanent reality within the African continent, that the African Union's peace and security architecture can best be served by the strengthened role played by the PSC, the early continental warning system, the operationalization of our own peacekeeping forces and standby forces, and more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, to strengthen the role that our eminent persons and panel of the wise have to play. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all affected by global conflicts that are reshaping not only the African geopolitical landscape, but also that of other regions. We have seen the ongoing war in Ukraine remains a central point of international tensions. While South Africa have consistently re-emphasized its very active non-aligned stance, with the emphasis on dialogue over confrontation, we drew, ladies and gentlemen, over the past 2 years, sharp condemnation and criticism from many in the West. Today, the same countries that have criticized South Africa are actively engaging with us on the next steps to bring about the logical conclusion of the Ukraine war.
All right, that was Deputy Minister of DIRCO, Alvin Botes, speaking on a number of issues. Essentially, that symposium is in a partnership with the South African Institute of International Affairs. The symposium mainly focusing on South Africa's foreign policy priorities and addressing just the pressing diplomatic challenges. It also comes amid geopolitical tensions as South Africa is host of the G20 presidency. The US and South Africa relations are simply also going on a downward spiral. So this conference aimed then to address a number of issues and look at various conflicts also happening on the African continent too. Alvin Botes just mentioning there just a number of those countries that they are monitoring in terms of peace and security, including here on the continent, of course, with the DRC.